Hello, my name is April and welcome to the Yoga Ranger Studio and welcome to this Heart Chakra Yin Yoga focused practice. If you are short on time, this is a way to get your Yin Yoga in and focus on that Heart Chakra. Heart Chakra is that gateway between the lower chakras and the upper chakras, bringing you sort of into connection with what you feel in your life, along with what you have in society, community, and connecting to others. This is the gateway of compassion, love, peace, self-love, self-care, empathy. So we're going to work on that today. So you don't need any props, but if you would like to have one for your comfort, you can take a blanket around on the floor just to make you a little bit more comfortable, but it's not absolutely necessary. So prop free if you want it to be. We're going to start on our backs. I'm going to take butterfly wings. So keep your feet flat on the floor, knees bent. You're going to lean those knees over to the right, tuck that left hand palm facing down in between the shoulder blades or wherever you feel like you can hold it in place there. You can take your legs straight or knees bent. Take that right hand, tuck it underneath your head, palm facing up, and you can either rest your head on the forearm, elbow, wrist, hand, whatever works best for you. Just letting that elbow kind of slide down with gravity toward the floor. Taking some nice deep breaths here. So focusing on the heart chakra is the heart and small intestine meridians. These run on the inside and outside of the arms, from the fingers up into the shoulders and chest and upper back. So we're focusing on the upper body in this practice. Be using an affirmation in our practice today, helping really connect us to this heart chakra, to compassion and peace and love. Repeat softly to yourself, I am filled with peace and compassion for myself and for the world. I am filled with peace and compassion for myself and for the world. Knowing that all compassion, love, and peace begins inside of us, feeling it for ourselves, and allows it to pour outside into the world. I am filled with peace and compassion for myself and for the world. Letting your breath soften, your exhale extend. Just one more minute here. Gently lift your head, take your right arm out Drop your knees a little bit over to the right. Roll over to the right. Take that left hand out super slow. Take the palms face up alongside your hips. Take a couple of breaths here. This is a great pose for focusing on the shoulders because we're rotating the shoulders both forward and back. So we're affecting both of those meridians really well at the same time. Opening up the chest and the heart space, front and back. Here we're going to switch to the other side. So drop those knees over to the left. Slide that right palm out, palm facing down behind your back in between your shoulder blades. Find a place you can kind of hang out. Take that left arm, tuck it underneath your head, palm facing up toward the ceiling. Let that elbow drop toward the floor with just gravity, so not forcing anything, just allowing. I am filled with peace and compassion for myself and for the world around me. Letting your breath guide a sense of peacefulness to settle on your mind and body. Let the stillness of the poses also bring a little bit of peace. Check in with your breath. Sometimes we hold our breath in a pose. What we need to do is take a nice deep inhale and exhale everything out. Releasing some of the tightness and tension that we're holding. I'm filled with peace and compassion for myself and for the world around me. Gently lift your head, take your left arm out alongside your hip. Drop those knees a little bit over to the left. Take that right hand out very slowly, arms alongside the hips, knees drop together. Take a few breaths here. Then rolling over to your right side, slowly making your way up onto hands and knees. We're going to take our hips over our knees and take melting heart pose. So shift the hips back just a little bit. Walk the hands forward. Maybe this is where your melting heart is. Maybe you can walk them a little bit further and drop your forehead down to the floor. If you need to, take your hands wider or closer together, depending on what feels more sustainable for you. I'm filled with peace and compassion for myself and the world around me. Taking a nice deep inhale, drop those elbows down, start to walk the hands back in. Bring the big toes together, knees wide. Come to child's pose. Hands underneath your forehead. Lifting up a little bit, we're going to take twisted ropes here. So right in front of left, palms facing up, keeping your child's pose, but taking the arms and crisscrossing them in front of you. So you can take them up a little bit higher, you can take them up right above the chest, dropping your chin to the X, or if you want to, you can rest your head on the floor or on a block. Breathing into the back side of the heart space. Gently lifting your head, walking those hands back in. Coming back to child's pose of just resting your hands on top of one another, forehead on the back of the hands. And switching sides, this time taking the left arm in front, palms facing up, walking those arms opposite directions away from one another, resting your head on the floor or chin on the X of your arms or on a block.
am filled with peace and compassion for myself and the world around me. Gently lift your head, unwind your arms. Here again, stacking the hands on top of one another, resting your forehead on the back of your hands. Gently lifting up, coming all the way down onto your back. Taking the feet wide, arms out to the side, palms up. You can bend your elbows, you can keep them straight. We're going to take a windshield wiper twist. So drop those knees over to the left, turn and look over to the right. Turn your head back to center. Bring those knees through the middle. Drop the knees together, taking a few breaths here. Breathing into the heart space, in the back of the heart space. Filling the lungs all the way up, sipping in just a little bit more air. And then exhaling it all out through your mouth. Gently dropping those knees over to the right this time, turning, looking over the left or straight up. I am filled with peace and compassion for myself and for the world around me. Inhaling back to center. Dropping the knees together. Here again, taking a nice deep inhale. Sipping in a little bit more air. And exhaling it all out through the mouth. Taking those hands alongside the hips, tucking the shoulder blades underneath. Settling in for Shavasana. Really focusing your breath and your awareness and your thoughts on our affirmation. I am filled with peace and compassion for myself and for the world around me. Maybe feeling a little warmth in the heart grow, a little opening. If you have more time for Shavasana, I urge you to take as much time as you possibly can. But if this is all the time that you have, start to walk those feet closer together and separate the knees. On your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead and stretch through your fingertips, lengthening through the spine. And exhale, roll over to your right side using your right arm as a prop. Slowly pressing yourself up to whatever seated position you like best. One hand to your heart, then the second on top of it. Eyes closed or open. I am filled with peace and compassion for myself and the world around me. Bring the palms together in prayer pose at your heart space. Peace and namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this heart-focused practice. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And if you are not a subscriber, please click that subscribe button over to your right-hand side and join me each week for practices like this and more. And if you're looking for a little bit more, would like to spend more time with me for exclusive practices, practice calendars, you can check out my member site. It's a free 7-day trial. It's theyogaranger.vhx.tv, a link up above and down below for you to check it out. Would love to have you join me there for all the extra things that are included. So take a look around for 7 days and see if it would fit you. If not there, would love to see you here again on YouTube each week, Thursday mornings. Have a wonderful week.